Welcome to Part of My Imagination. I'm Imagination and you're the Imaginers. Welcome, my name is Jasmine if this is your first time, and welcome back if this is your second or third or however many times you come to my channel. Today I'm going to be going in-depth description of my August reads. So I decided that I was going to change my wrap-ups kind of. I'm going to do a full video of the books that I read and our star rating. You should already have seen that. It is called a quickie wrap-up. I will have it up here, wherever side of the video that it's supposed to be on. I'll have a link up here and also in the description that you can see. So I plan on doing a full wrap-up of all the books, and I'm only going to give the star rating and the title. I'm not going to give any description or what I felt about it. And then I'm going to cut it up into smaller videos, of all the books that I read and what I loved about them and yada, 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 because I read 25 books in July. So these are the first 5 books that I read in the month of July. All right, so the first graphic novel that I read was I Hate Fairyland by Scottie. This is the first in a series. I'm not sure how many are in it, but I gave this 4 stars. Yeah, I gave it 4 stars. So this is a graphic novel about a girl who ends up getting sent to this fairyland. And all she wants to do is pretty much go back home. But in order to go home, she has to find these keys or whatever, or a key, in order to leave. And yeah, she doesn't find this key. She gets stuck there, and she's a super disgruntled old lady. But she's stuck in this little girl's body, and it's fucking hilarious. She's literally the most grumpiest person, but she looks like a fucking 5-year-old. It was so funny, and I am excited to pick up the second one. And yeah, this whole graphic novel is literally just about her going around trying to find this fucking key, but really she's just fucking killing people and destroying shit. And the queen is so fucking tired of her. She's like literally so fucking sick of her. And she just but she can't kill her, and it's just so funny. And yeah, if you just want like a quick, funny graphic novel, and the artwork is actually like super colorful. Like, it's really colorful because obviously it's about fairyland, but it's super vulgar. Like, this is not for children at all. But yeah, I loved it so much. The next book that I read was The Only Black Girls in Town by Brandy Colbert. I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. And it's exactly what the title is about. It's about this girl because, what? Word. It's about this girl who lives in the town, and she's like the only black girl in town. She actually had, also, if you want to get, you know, some representation, her dads, that's all I need to know. She has 2 dads. She lives in this town where she's the only black person. There's like 2 other black people, but she's like the only black girl. And then this girl ends up moving across the street from her, and they become friends because of they're the only black girls in the town. And then obviously she's dealing with her own thing. I believe they're in middle school. And she's dealing with, you know, coming of age and just being a middle schooler and dealing with these things. And then she is like, this other girl just came out of nowhere. And interesting enough, she likes surfing. And I feel like that's a representation that, you know, I haven't really seen is like black people surfing, because, you know, the stereotype is like black people can't swim, or I should say don't like to swim. And to see a black girl surfing is like, fucking hello. Yes, all the representation that I need. I don't surf, but, you know, some other person could want to, not me, but, you know, just saying, representation matters. And yeah, I really enjoyed this story. It's also, so once they become friends, they end up finding these letters or these journals, and they're trying to figure out, you know, who these journals belong to, and it's following this girl. It's like pretty much in the olden days, where it's a journal about this lady who was passing, and that was an interesting perspective. And overall, you should just really pick this book up, because I can just ramble on for like ever. Okay, and the next book that I read was A Court of Rings and Ruin. Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. This is the third book in the Court of Thorns and Roses series. And I gave this book 5 fucking stars. Oh my god, it was so good. It was so good. Oh, I can't tell you what this book is about because it's the third book in a series. But what I can tell you about A Court of Thorns and Roses is that it's not a Beauty and the Beast retelling, but it is inspired by Beauty and the Beast. And essentially it is following this story. It's following this girl named Feyre, who lives in this world where fairies pretty much like destroyed everything, and they live on one side of this wall. And then she pretty much ends up going into the forest and killing this fucking wolf. But lo and behold, this wolf was like the best friend of this fucking like fairy dude. And they're not really fairies, they're like fae. Or they're like elves, but not elves. Anyways, yes. So, yeah, she gets banned to this world and pretty much like has to live out her eternity in this fucking dude's house. But like she's living like a fucking goddess because she was fucking poor as shit. That's why she was out in the woods killing this wolf to bring home food, because she was poor as fuck because her dad wasn't shit and her sisters ain't shit, and you ain't gonna like them because they ain't shit, they're bitches, and you're just like, you're a fucking cunt. And okay, I'm getting carried away. But anyways, yeah, and there's just like, you know, some love making, beds are breaking, you know what I'm saying? And you're gonna read on and you're like, ooh, what's his name? Riceland? He fine as hell. I have to cut that part out. But anyways, yeah, this is the book right here. And it's just trashy, and you like it and you love it and you don't know why, but you just do because, yeah. Okay. Next book. Alright, so the next book that I read was City of Brass by S.K. Chakraborty. And I gave this book 4 stars. And it's pretty much following this girl named Nahari. And she is like this orphan girl that grew up and doesn't really have a family. And she's like never believed in magic, but she's like a gypsy. And pretty much she just like cons people by doing like readings or whatever. And she has like this unexplained power that she doesn't understand. Like she can heal people. She doesn't really know what, but she still doesn't believe in magic. And you're like, how, girl? Because you got these powers. But you know, she's a skeptic. And then so one day on her con, she ends up summoning this Jinn warrior named Dara. And yeah, then he's like, yo, what the fuck? And then, you know, this person or thing is like trying to fucking kill her. And then, you know, he ends up taking her into this whole different world that she's like, whoa, bro, what? And then like they are in this world trying to run away from this demon thingy or bobber, and he's like this old ass fucking Jinn warrior from like century old war or whatever. And you know, he takes her to this kingdom where she'll be safe. And then there's political drama going on in this kingdom. You're following one of the princes or whatever who's like super religious, and it's crazy. And there's love and hate and betrayal and political things going on in this story, and it's really good, and it's Middle Eastern inspired, so I really loved it. And yeah, you should just check it out, and I can't wait to read The Kingdom of Copper. All right, and the last book for this video is Motorcrush by Brenden, Fletcher, Cameron Stewart, and Babs Tarr. I gave this graphic novel 4 stars. 4 stars. Yeah, it was a while ago, so I forgot. But yeah, I gave this book 4 stars, and it is following this girl named Domino, who pretty much is a bike racer. She's a famous bike racer, but she's like one of those ones where they don't know like who she is. But she's a famous bike racer. But then she also races underground. And the reason why she races underground is because there's this drug that she has to take. And she doesn't understand why she has to take this drug. She just knows that, like, her dad is keeping, like, this crazy secret from her. And he won't tell her why, you know. And she just keeps taking this fucking drug. And it just makes her do these crazy things. And, yeah, this shit was badass, okay? Do you see her? And she's gay. So, like, if that's your thing, you know, if that's what you're into, she's into it, too. And the ending of this, I was like, what the fuck? So I'm actually picking up the next book, or the next graphic novel in September. And I can't wait because it was really interesting and I need to know where and what the fuck happened. So yeah, that's that. Okay, that's all the books that I have for this video. Be sure to check out the next videos, or not check out, be on the lookout for the next videos. Because like I said, I'm going to be breaking up my wrap-ups because your girl be reading too much and I don't want to put it in one big video because content, right? Got to keep those videos coming. So be sure to check out the other videos of the books that I read and the description of them and what I liked about them. I didn't really tell you what I didn't like about them because these books were pretty much all 4 and 5 stars. But yes, that is all that I have for you guys today. Be sure to check out my description where you'll find easy ways to contact me, as well as the books and any videos or people that I talked about. If you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if not, just imagine that you did and come back again. Until next time, keep imagining.